Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You've seen the title already. We are reviewing Kayali's Eden Sparkling Lychee. I'm sure you've seen a ton of reviews already. I wasn't going to review it. Fruity florals aren't my favorite. This fragrance was released as part of a collection, an Eden collection, and Eden Juicy Apple was the first one. I was not excited for the Eden Juicy Apple either. The Sparkling Lychee is the second one in the collection. I already knew it was something that I thought would be pretty, but not something that I would be in love with. So when I first sprayed it, this is pretty fruity and floral, just like the Eden Juicy Apple. Sweet, bright, refreshing, reminiscent, yes, of Victoria's Secret. There are two things it reminds me of. It is almost reminiscent to some sort of bubble bath. I don't know if it would be a kid's bubble bath. It does make me feel as though it's something that I've smelled before when I was younger, which is the same vibe that the Eden Juicy Apple also gave. However, I'm not disappointed in the Eden Sparkling Lychee, and that is because I had an idea of what it would be like. A collection of the Eden Juicy Apple. A fresh out of the shower, girly fragrance. This is also something that I would wear to bed. I do almost get some sort of a waxy vibe to it. I don't know if it's a candle, I'm not sure, but I kind of get that a little bit. You do get the creaminess that would come from the sandalwood. In regards to longevity and projection, for me the Eden Juicy Apple projects more and it lasts longer, or I'm not sure if it lasts longer or if it's just because it's more potent that I can smell this more, but because the Eden Sparkling Lychee is softer, I find as though this dissipates very quickly on my skin. I don't really smell this, and that's also what I find with these two fragrances, and also the Love Fest Burning Cherry is what I find. Their darker fragrances work really well for me, but these particular fragrances have never been my favorite to wear on its own because of how they perform, but also how they smell. I don't think their fragrances to be taken that seriously. However, with that being said, I have come to realize that every fragrance has their place in perfume wearing. It either appeals to a different crowd, and there's just a need for that in the market for everyone to have a fragrance that suits their personality. For me, I think I prefer the Eden Juicy Apple over this, only because that is very red apple potent, and it just reminds me of the holidays. Every time I smell it, I just feel like it's Christmas time. It somewhat puts me in the realm of fragrances like Burberry Her, Valentina Donna Born in Roma, and Valentina Voce Viva. However, this is much softer, and those fragrances actually smell like perfume. You get that alcohol base in there. It just really smells perfumey. Whereas these definitely come off like body splash. Body splash is not a negative thing. It's just something that we are likening these two. As far as I remember, a lot of body splashes were the first fragrances that I ever smelled, which really played up on the fruity florals. To me, Sparkling Lychee I thought would be much more fizzy, much more effervescent and bright. I know a lot of people didn't want another Delina. I do think it probably would pair well with Delina though. I find that this fragrance, the Eden Sparkling Lychee, would be a fragrance that I use to layer. It would just be either a grab and go fragrance on its own, just running to the shop, fresh out the shower as I said, going to bed, or it would be something that I mix and pair together on top of other fragrances just to add a little bit of fruity goodness to it. But it's not something that I would say that I would purchase myself if I didn't get it in PR. With that being said, there are a lot of fragrances that I have received in PR that I've purchased myself a backup bottle of. So this notion of, oh, because people got it in PR means that that's why they're going to tell you that they like it, I just find it so absurd. I feel as though this is good in Kayali's lineup for the people that don't want an everyday beast mode fragrance, which I have found that I myself have been gravitating towards fragrances that aren't necessarily beast mode all the time. This fragrance is blended really nicely, and there's nothing that really stands out to my nose.